this. Someone flicks me a back body. Oh, it's another one, yeah. It's a full run, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. What's good?
Yes, cuz all blessings to you and all blessings to everyone that's tuned into the show. Yeah, cuz it's just nothing but good energy. You know what we bring to the table. Boxing roundup, midweek roundup. But cuz I want you to, do what you do best, Mr. Sports Entertainment.
Just before we start, I want to first of all big up D-Rock.
Yes, cuz obviously big up Asher as well. Obviously you saw Asher in the promo. D-Rock, just take advantage of the discount code. You could obviously go in there, get anything you like. iBoxingHub 24, 40% off. Let's have it. Cuz, but you know what we do. Let's get down to business. The main event. Let's have it, man. What's today?
Right. I have a question to ask you and the community. What is the biggest fight you reckon that Turkey Al-Sheikh can make in 2025?
So look, you're seeing the picture there of Turkey. You know, the legend, His Excellency. What is the biggest fight he can make? Ra, big up to Ra. He obviously come up with the title, His Excellency is doing excellent. Ash is obviously getting involved already because she's obviously saying AJ versus Tyson Fury. This is the one you want as well, cuz as well. He can only do heavyweights, what Ra's saying, and I have to agree at the moment because we have to admit it, we have to admit it. You know, Canelo versus Berlanga El Presidente de la Mexico. Sorry that I even butchered his name. Just that's disrespectful. You know what he's about to do, for his events. And, him and Turkey are kind of going back and forth. The former undisputed 168 champion. Now he's the unified. You can't, them two can't get along. Crawford, it seems like that's not the fight that's going to happen next. So, cuz, you just tell me, like, what's the situation? And
I mean, I don't think he was too impressed with Crawford's performance, because bear in mind, I've said this, look, it's been over a year. Well, it's been a year since he last fought. Of course, he's going to have a bit of ring rust. At the same time, I think Crawford was probably overlooking his opponent, because obviously his opponent had what? He did just 10 professional fights. Yeah. So they probably thought Crawford would just run him over and knock him out. Well, that's what you all thought, really. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he wasn't too impressed. And I don't know. I believe that fight can still happen with Crawford and Canelo, but just not now. It won't be the next fight. If anything, I think the next big fight for Crawford will probably be Boots Ennis. But I don't know if Crawford will go back down to 147 or if Boots will come up to 154. That's the only thing.
You know what, cuz, like, I like your thinking because, and before we get into it properly, obviously, big up to Jams in the D-Rock promo as well. He obviously took advantage of the 40% off. He's obviously saying big up yours truly, Tre and Biyenge. Big up to you, Jams. And he's obviously saying big up to Ra and Miss Aisha. Everyone's just saying big up. So I'm just loving the energy. Ra obviously made a big point here, which is, the biggest names want to keep their independence. I definitely agree. For some reason, I just don't see this fight happening in the future, cuz, man. The reason why I don't see this fight happening is because um, Turkey clearly doesn't want to pay what Canelo wants, because Canelo's saying, "Look, I'll do the fight, just pay me the minimum 150." And it looks like there's a back and forth between them two, a clash of characters, because his Excellency is a big name, Canelo's a big name, so there's egos going back and forth as well. Lucy's obviously saying big up to Lucy all the way from the States. Love the energy. She's saying Crawford's 37 years old next month. He's an all-time great, but there has to be a dip eventually. And I definitely agree with Lucy. There wasn't a dip in the fight. Don't get me wrong. The energy from the boxing world is that, oh, Crawford didn't get the knock, because we've been so used to him getting the knockouts, because he didn't get it this time round, because he actually fought against a champion. Look, Madrimov came to fight, but he had, a style that was very difficult to figure out. It took him a few rounds to kind of just, feel him out. But eventually, he got the better shots, and I think the rightful winner won. I don't like the energy from the boxing world, but look, it is what it is, and yeah, I'm just happy. And look, Lucy's obviously saying Madrimov is very good. I agree, a tremendous fighter and a credible champion as well. I could see him in that 154 mix, man. Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz as well. That fight's obviously happening over the weekend. Crawford, Spence, Fundora. There's a few names in the division, man. So it could be interesting. Boots, if Boots wants to fight Crawford, he's gonna have to move up, he's gonna have to move up. But him moving up, he's wasting the opportunity to unify.
I reckon, right. Boots fighting Crawford, it's a big money fight. Yeah, it's a big money fight. What I will suggest, I could probably see Turkey doing this, make Lopez fight Boots, and then the winner fights Crawford. Well, obviously moves up to 154 to fight Crawford.
Yeah, no, cuz I agree with you, Jams. I agree with also about that, cuz I agree with what Jams is saying here as well. He's just kind of confirming, and big up to Jams. Jams is really involved in the Twitter world. He could obviously see that Turkey and Canelo going back and forth. Turkey said that Canelo, is not being realistic with the prices, and he's pricing himself out. And Canelo's obviously sending him laughing emojis back as well. So they're going back and forth. The Saudi bag won't last. Ra's been saying this. He said a few years, just the spending, the excessive spending, but you know why they have to do it. That's why it'll be interesting, once the Red Sea development is done in Saudi Arabia. That's like the district where, alcohol can be involved, where people, tourists can, have a drink, enjoy the vibe. I know quite a few people, I'm not saying that alcohol is that thing, but you know what I mean. For the vibe, for the experience, it's a little bit restricted in Riyadh. I don't know if the people agree with me, but the experience is great. I could imagine.
Well, I mean, do you think that Canelo is outpricing himself for this fight? Because as far as I'm concerned, Canelo sees Crawford. Crawford is an easy fight for him in his eyes.
Yep.
And obviously Canelo, he's a prize fighter. He's thinking, all right, if you want to give me a current 154, he wants to jump up to 168. I'm gonna give you a price 150. Do you think? I mean, it's affordable. Obviously, it's affordable, but do you think Canelo's outpricing himself though?
Not one bit.
Because think about it, he just had what he fought Charlo. Obviously, I don't know how much he got paid, but Charlo's power was just he couldn't. It was nothing. It was nothing for Canelo. It was absolutely nothing. And for him to fight for him to fight someone like Crawford, he would want money, because again, the fight, would it be staged in Saudi or would it be in the States?
They will do it in the States, man. We've seen LA Rider season. They can do that in the States, man, because for me, this is why, having that energy in certain countries, when you think about Mexican Independence Day, Cinco de Mayo, you got to have it in the States, man, because it's like the Mecca. The Latin Americans are there. You know, you're going to get the Mexicans. You're going to get a lot of people going to these events, man. So I wouldn't change the location, but for me, I think Canelo deserves it, man. Look his CV, cuz he's done the
No,
trilogy with Triple G. You know, he's become undisputed. I actually watched an interview on Sway, and big up to Canelo as well, because we've seen him grow from a kid who wasn't able to speak English. Now he's able to speak English. He's
money's
able
good.
to portray, this character which we probably didn't see because of the language barrier. But now he's a global star. So for me, if he's asking for 150, yeah, give it to him. Whoever he's
Yeah,
fighting is gonna
yeah,
get a nice change anyway, cuz man.
yeah.
So like it's every party wins, man. So for me, I would say just give the man what he wants, man. He deserves it. He's obviously done what he needs to do in the sport. Obviously, Raz saying Canelo knows. Now, for me, I think Canelo deserves to get what he wants. I think there must be some unspoken resistance from the US. Look, we don't know. Could be, could be. Look, his English is very good. What Lucy's saying, and Jams is obviously saying, "I love it." Cinnamon is ruthless now. He talks English. He's a trash talker. And look, he loves it, man. Look,
Canelo, he's like what? He's the face of boxing, and
yeah,
I respect that. And I'm like, do you know what? 150. I'm sure to Turkey that's light. Do you know what I mean? It's light.
because
So
he's
but
obviously got a budget.
at the same time, it's like I'm hearing rumors about Tank and Shakur. I think they might be going through negotiation to fight on the 23rd of November. If they
Ooh.
can't make that happen, I'm sure Turkey will be able to make that happen. But something tells me that Tank's not interested in
What?
Turkey's money.
Yeah, not Tank. I would say Tank's interested in the fight, and
Yeah,
he believes he's a bigger name to have
yeah.
that fight in house with PBC.
Mm.
So they don't need. I think who mentioned it on the. A few of us mentioned Neutral. Big up to Mr. Neutral. He obviously mentioned that Tank, Canelo, Inoue, these fighters, man, they don't need Turkey because of their global presence, man. Inoue for me is a bit of a push, but he doesn't need to move away from Japan right now. He's making what he needs to make up there. You know, I heard Shakur was fighting Zepeda. That's probably the reason why. That
Mm.
because of the affiliation now. You've seen what's been going on, cuz man, between them two. Eventually, we're gonna see the signature being signed, maybe on a one fight deal. We just don't know, man. But Eddie's working his magic in the States, and a good thing that Eddie's doing. We have to pick up Eddie, Matchroom, and the whole team. They've got their hands in each piece of the pie, man. They're collaborating with different events, man. So Rider season, he's doing his collaboration with the American fighters as well, which allows him to work on multiple networks. So you're seeing without Turkey that this event is happening, for example, via Canelo Promotions. You got Belanga, who's obviously going to be represented by Eddie Hearn. So Turkey isn't necessarily needed for these major fighters, man. In my opinion,
Really?
yeah, they don't need it, cause they don't
No,
need
but
it. They
don't get me
generate
wrong.
enough money, man.
Their styles are ready, but obviously with Turkey, he goes over the top where he'll go all out. Do you know what I mean? He'll make it a bigger, mega event. It's like look at the event that took place last week. It was amazing.
You know what, cause it was amazing. I agree with you, but Canelo's events without Turkey have been amazing in terms of the production,
But yeah,
everything. It
okay.
doesn't necessarily, you know what?
Mm,
Canelo as well. I'll tell you this: Canelo, he gets 80% of
yeah,
everything, cuz.
yeah.
So
I know.
he's getting good change, man. He doesn't need if that's why he's saying, look, I'm happy to fight Crawford, but
Mm.
look, I'm putting my figure. This is my fee. You pay that fee, you get me. You know what I
Do,
mean? It's
do,
negotiations. It's like it's happening in football and
I,
transfer markets, and you know,
where I'm coming from, right, is when I'm talking about the events here, it's like, look, in the past, we used to watch big events. Let's say, for example, like, I don't know, like an AJ main event fight, but the
mm,
undercard is crap. Okay, when I say crap, it's decent, it's all right. But whereas Turkey, these undercard are actually good.
oh, I agree with you. I
Do you know what I
agree.
mean? They're actually good. You know, that's what I'm saying. Again, with Canelo's fights here, again, like, look, let's be real. everybody in the UK who tunes in Canelo's fight, they tend to wake up before Canelo enters the ring. They're not really going to watch the undercard unless there's a particular fight that's happening just before the main event. But my point is that Turkey, he makes the fights. Like, he's the man. He can do it. I mean, apart from him, who else can do it? Do you know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from in terms of the whole event, like the undercard, not just the main event. Because
Heyman can do it as well, cuz.
Okay, when was the last time our Heyman done that?
He's involved in PBC, cuz, man. He's involved in PBC, so he's doing these Canelo events, man. And we're tuning in. We're watching these events.
I'm talking about the undercards.
Yeah, I know. In terms of I agree with you. In terms of the undercards, they've been crazy. I can't lie.
It's like look. Yeah. So it's like, look, next month, right? AJ and Triple D. That's a good undercard. You know, before the main event, it's a good event. I'm not too sure about the Bivol and Bertabiv undercard just yet. Do you know what I mean? But I believe it's going to be amazing. Same as Usyk and Fury. It's going to be amazing. So all I'm saying is just that Turkey, he's the guy when it comes to the actual. I'm not just talking about the productions. I'm talking about the actual event overall. You know, the undercard is he puts on an undercard. Yeah, he makes you want to wake up and watch 6 hours of boxing.
No, definitely. I agree with you, and big up to Turkey as well for giving our guy the opportunity. Big up to Martin Picoli as well, man. And look, this is his trainer, Billy Nelson. Look, it's a very touching moment that he had the chance to win a big fight, cuz, man. I think it was just absolutely tremendous to see. And look, Ben Shalom's also now working with Turkey through his fighters, man. So I get what you mean in terms of the undercards and everything is good, but I can't lie to you. Our brother Ra also confirmed as well. He's gonna be paying for the pay-per-view for Canelo. Why? Because he wants to see the Canelo fight. Doesn't matter about the undercard. It's Canelo. So you're paying whatever you're paying for the Canelo show. So it is what it is, man. Obviously, Lucy's saying Al Heyman did get Tank and Benavidez in the same card, cause that was a big double header, man. I did enjoy that, man. I can't lie. I'm a huge Tank fan. Everyone knows that, and just to have them two in the same event, it was just exciting, and we saw something special from Mike Tyson, aka Floyd Mayweather, in terms of his boxing IQ. I love what Tank does, man. I can't lie, man. That's why we've got to see the fight with Shakur Stevenson, man. And we don't need Turkey for this fight, cuz, man. We don't need Turkey for this fight. I think, things can be done so that fight can happen in the future. I just hope that if Shakur fights Zepeda, he does a tremendous job. Tank maybe gets in there with Lomachenko does, but do you think a fight with Lomachenko and Shakur can happen? Because they're kind of going back and forth. Like, I see what Shakur's doing as well. I love what Shakur's doing because he's baiting him. It's like he's getting him and he wants to scrap. It's better for boxing that Turkey didn't end up controlling the entire sport. Thank you. It's good. We don't need a monopoly for that, man. He's doing a lot, man. But it's tremendous.
I feel that it's a weird one, but I feel that Shakur and Lomachenko, that fight could most probably happen next, as in like before Shakur and Tank, because I think Top Rank will put the money up. He would want his guy to unify because he's currently the IBF champion, right? And obviously Shakur's free agent. He's a WBC, so I think Top Rank will put the money up, and if anything, they'll probably make that event a pay-per-view.
Yeah, man, you got all the champions, man. So it's looking really good in the division, man. 135 is looking good. 140, is looking juicy as well. Welterweight is mixing up a little bit now as well. But 154, I would say that division is looking juicy. So Crawford, he's another champion, of course. And you got to big him up, man, because, he did get a little bit of a stick in terms of the performance, man. But look, family man got the performance done, and he won the title, and now he's interim for the WBO. So Fundora's title, man. So we got to see what happens there. Is Spence going to come back for that? We don't know.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. So Fundora, correct me if I'm wrong, ain't he fighting Errol Spence?
We don't know what's going on in the back end. Lucy's normally good with the updates on that. What are you saying, Lucy, about um, Errol Spence fighting Fandora? Is that a possibility? Raz obviously saying, let him have the heavyweight division. It's worldwide. The last American hope got battered by Congo King Bakoli. Yes, Ra. He knows the energy, man. He knows Mr. Congo. Big up to him, man. Like, we gotta just, pay our respects, man, because we're Congolese cousin, man, and this is probably the next big hope for us, man. We could see a potential world champion from Congo, our mother's land, the heritage, man. That would be beautiful, man. He can
So
hopefully bring a big fight.
they currently say what I'm hearing is that Bacoli is in talks with Zhang's team. They want to make that fight happen.
Ooh, before we get into that, Lucy's obviously got through to us. Big up to you, Lucy. Thank you so much. She's obviously saying Fandora was supposedly waiting for Crawford because the WBO will strip him if he fights anyone that isn't Crawford. So yeah, let's see what happens, man. It could be Crawford Fandora next. It just depends because he's injured at the moment, so he's not due back until a certain point. So Spence, we know he doesn't take tune-ups. We don't know what's going on with him. He's also a promoter, Man Down Promotions as well. So he's got Frank Martin and other fighters. So he's keeping busy. We don't know who his trainer is as well. So I think he just needs to sort out that situation, man. And look, Lucy confirmed it as well. He does have a trainer. I'm hoping that just for nostalgic, and I think it could work between them two. I would like to see like someone like Roy Jones Jr., as Spencer's coach, man. I would like just for that, give them a few fights, maybe into a world title fight or potential. A lot of people probably laugh when I say it, but we could probably see Crawford Spence maybe at 154, rematch, man. So a lot of people would say, "Oh, Crawford will smash him up even harder, whatever." But I think that fight will still sell, in my opinion. I think it will still sell, man. So who knows what will happen, man? But Bud versus Fandora for 3 belts. Winner gets okay. Zoo winner, okay, yeah, for undisputed. So Raz pretty much painting the map on what could happen, and I think this is what Bud should do. I think he should focus on 154. Big up Chill Dollar Bill. He obviously mentioned this yesterday. Just focus on 154. Be undisputed, in 3 weight classes, and he's still a legend. And look, Raz confirming then he can retire 3-time undisputed. And look, we can't even argue with that. We can't even argue with
So
that.
I mean, would you say if he was to unify, become the undisputed at 154, would you then say challenge Canelo?
Nah, man, just call it quits, man. Just call it quits, man. He doesn't need to prove anything else,
Do,
guys.
do you think that Turkey feels disrespected because of the simple fact that Canelo priced 150, and then because I seen him going back and forth, he's saying, well, you lost to Bivol, and it's just like a bit of a low blow. But do
Yeah,
you feel that he feels a bit disrespected picking that? Hold on, you're saying 150, but why do you deserve 150? But also we've said he's a face of boxing, so we should give him 150. But if he gets 150, then what's Crawford getting?
this is why I love Neutral as well. Neutral, big up to you, my brother. Big up to you. He's obviously saying, Bud for me is not taking any mandatory at 154. I wouldn't be surprised if he targets Yanubek and becomes a 4-weight world champion. That would be mad. I don't know if Yanubek's going to hold on to those belts long because he's struggling with the weight. So it looks like he could probably move up to 168. It sounds, and he's too old. He's got a few fights. Yeah, I agree as well. I definitely agree. It would be interesting, but I don't think Bud will, want to fight Canelo after that because look, Turkey, like what you said is going on, they could do events together, Turkey and Crawford, and they can do more events in America. You know, PBC, Al Heyman, obviously doing their stuff with Canelo, Tank. You know, Eddie's obviously doing his thing. You know, Oscar De La Hoya's doing his thing. You know, Dimitri Salita, big up to him. He's obviously going to be doing his thing. So there's going to be, a lot of people, doing a lot of bits, man. So I think it's healthy for boxing to have, different parties, man. When it's just one big monopoly, man, it's going to get boring, man. I think, in my opinion, man, it's good to have a little bit of competition as well. And the middleweight division is just a bad division because it's too uncertain. That's why for me, I kind of wanted, our boy, man. Big up to him, man. I know he gets a lot of stick, man, but that's my guy, man. I do have a lot of respect for him. He should have just, 160. He could clear it out. Be a champion, and whatever fights come afterwards, he can take them. Big payday, and he can just run off to the sunset, man. Because he's.
But remember, he's a prize fighter, isn't it? So him challenging for the belts. Remember, he's a challenger, isn't it? So I don't think it will probably possibly be a pay-per-view event, but it might not be the money that he wants. So that's the only issue, isn't it? So unless he's willing to go down and take the fights, and the way I say it is, when you become a champion on a long one, think about the rewards. Do you know what I mean? That's when you be getting more, and then you never know. Maybe we can see Conor Ben and Eubank in the near future once Eubank becomes a world champion.
Well, no, it's true, cuz it's true, man. Obviously, big up to Neutral. Neutral's obviously saying Crawford got 2.5 million guaranteed purse. Oh, I don't know if he doesn't know the pay-per-view side, of course, but it would be great to know the numbers. Raz. Ooh, okay. No wonder why. Yeah, it's true, man.
He got paid 2.5 million.
Yep. That's big. It's a big piece for him, though. It's a couple mil, man, and plus the added extra.
Yeah. But he got more when he fought Errol Spence.
Yeah, because that's Errol Spence, man. That's a big event, man. That was global. That was a big. We've been waiting for that for a long time, man. You got Al Heyman, PPC involved. They did their last little thing, with Showtime as well. Eubank has to do something. He's 35 years old in a minute. It's mad. It's absolutely mad, man. But hopefully he does do something. I am excited. Cuz I don't know if you mind as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add the link in the description just for a few minutes. Whoever wants to, come on before we sign out, just to, have their piece about His Excellency doing excellent as well. So I'm obviously gonna add that in. So whoever, wants to just come on and have their piece for a few minutes. We've got a bit of a time limit before we obviously wrap up the show. Just a bit of blessing, man. Good energy. Whoever wants to have their piece, come on and let's enjoy a bit of the vibe, man. But just until then, cuz, man, I'm just excited about what His Excellency is doing. I definitely would say that Lucy, look, Ra wants Lucy to get in there. Lucy, can you reveal yourself for the first time for us? It will be absolutely tremendous. Have your piece. She's not ready yet. Don't worry. We'll eventually get Lucy in at some point, man. So yeah, the link's gonna be there for the next minute or so. So whoever wants to join in, whoever. So, cuz just before then, what you think?
Yeah, I saw an article of Huey Fury. He wants to fight the likes of, I think he said Derek Chisora, Zhang, and I think he said Dylan White.
Ooh, okay. I think that's interesting, especially when you got Zhang in there as well, man. That's you know what Zhang brings. Big bang China. I love the energy he brings, man. So
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? What I want, right? Because I know Matchroom in the past, I've gone back and forth with Boxer. I want Matchroom v Boxer 5-on-5, and the winner gets to fight Queensbury. That's what I want to see.
You know
Bible
what?
guys.
That is just a tremendous idea, cuz I would love to see that, man. I think Boxer does have enough fighters to put something together. Eddie Hearn as well. Hopefully, we could see. You know what, cuz now that you said it, this will be the last little topic we'll have before you wrap it up, of course, man. Obviously, Boxer now have Eubank, as a fighter. Who would you pair him up from Matchroom? Like everyone, get involved in that as well. Who would you pair up Chris Eubank
It's
Jr.
what?
against versus
Um,
Matchroom? Should that 5v5 fight happen? And look, Raz confirming that's a great idea. Look, I agree, man. I think,
do you know what?
Excellency can do that. He could deliver that.
Do you
Definitely.
know what? Honestly, if they did a 5v5, right? Boxer v Matchroom, I would say Eubank and Conor Ben. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man, no, man. I don't want to see that. Man. He
I'm
just,
being serious.
he
I'm
doesn't
actually being,
deserve it.
because both of
Doesn't
them ain't
deserve
really
it, man.
doing nothing. Both of them ain't really doing nothing. So I just think it's
Ah.
now the perfect time.
Yeah, Matchroom don't really have any good middleweights, man. Yeah, so he's gonna have to
But
dip
that's
his
it
toes.
exactly.
No,
That's what I
but
said.
no, but Eddie Hearn can. He's got the power to dip his toes and go get a middleweight for that big event. Of course, he's gonna have to try and win.
What I'm
Remember,
saying
he got
is,
Wilder for one fight, so he could
I,
get.
I, I understand that. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying is, right, 5v5, yeah, Conor Ben and Eubank, that can actually be the main event. And obviously, then you got the undercard. It'll be a good undercard.
mm.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that's what they should do. Boxer,
He
Beast
could dig him
Matchroom,
up.
five Beast
Cause
five.
I agree with Lucy here. They can dig up Billy Joe Saunders, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Billy Joe Saunders, yeah. Like, have you seen him lately?
Oh yeah, he's
I don't
over.
think
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
my understanding he wants to campaign at light heavyweight. I mean,
Once
he
in
looks
a
bigger
while,
than light heavyweight, but he wants to campaign at light
does
heavyweight.
make sense.
We look, just put it, Boxer vs Matchroom, 5v5. Already I've said it, Eubank and Conor Ben. That's the main event. Then we've got to think of who else. So we've got the likes of you've got what's his name?
Ben Whitaker,
Uh,
you got to
Ben
put him
Whitaker.
in that. You got to put him in that mix. Yeah, I would
Who
love
Ben
to see that.
Whitaker? Who else?
Boatsy, what is Boatsy boxer as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Boatsy.
He'll be in a double head as well.
Thingy, what's his name?
Felix Cash, look, Felix Cash. I think that does make sense. You could throw that in, Felix Cash. Yep. Why not? Why not?
You've got what's his face? What's his face?
What weight division?
But my mind's gone blank.
Obviously,
Fraser Clark.
Bank. Look, this is where I love this, man. Ra, big up to you, man. I love like your idea and thinking, man. This is why you're genius. Billy Joe Saunders versus Eubank at 175 is reasonable. We have heard Senior say a few times, man, that with the weight, but 168, I think 168 is enough for Eubank Jr., man. 175, that's pushing it. That is really pushing it. Lauren Price versus Sandy Ryan unification. Sandy Ryan's going to be fighting in your neck of the woods. She's going to be fighting Michaela Mayer. So that's going to be a big event. I think I'm really excited about that one, man, because that's going to be big. That's going to be big. And Jam's just confirming that Billy Joe Saunders looks huge.
Yeah.
He does, man. He does, man. But cuz, man, obviously no one didn't want to join in. I did put the opportunity for everyone anyway, man. But no, big up. Cuz, before we wrap up, is there anything you want to quickly wrap up before we head off to the sunset?
Yeah. Do you see all these spa stories about Buckley, dropping Triple D and Usyk? Do you think it's true, or do you think it's just noise?
You see that? Those are stiff jabs. Stiff. You know what? His style, and remember, we had Spencer Fearon on for a few minutes, just before he went on The Fight Was Right. He's just the way he moves, it reminds me of George Foreman. And Dave Allen was also saying that he was one of the hardest people that he sparred against, cuz Dave Allen's saying he's been in a ring like with, some of the best heavyweights, and Bacoli was the one that just gave problems, man. So look, it's all true. It's true. Look, Raz confirming as well. I would have, mate. I have to. No, it's all good, my brother, man. Don't even watch it, man. Next time we're gonna obviously put out that energy, but cuz. Ooh, so Lucy's saying she's gonna stop Michaela. Ooh, this is gonna be. That's why this fight's interesting, cuz, man. I can't wait, man. Michaela Mayer's got her wish, so she's got a home fight, not homecoming fight, but it's sort of in her neck of the woods because she's been fighting, in the UK for the past, few fights, man. So I think it'll be interesting, and we've had, Evans Tobler on. She does a lot of he does a lot of training with Michaela Mayer and Neutral, Jams, and the team from Hard Talk. They've been able to talk with him, and they're excited. She's a pretty beast, is what he said, man. So I definitely have to agree. Look, Michaela's a blown up lightweight. Sandy's too big. So I love this, man. I can't wait for this fight, cousin. Can't wait.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, that's about it.
That is about it.
Guys, ladies and gents, thank you again. Keep supporting the channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're back here again on Sunday.
Yep.
Have a lovely, productive
week. Just before you wrap up, actually, just to continue what you're saying. So we're gonna have a show this Sunday. We may have a special guest as well. So he's doing a lot of great work in the States, and I don't want to give too much away to the community, but it should be a treat, man. So he's got a few big fights that he's putting together, man. So it's a bit of a little treat for the community. And before we obviously wrap up as well, big up to D-Rock, of course, man. They're the ones that we're working in association with. Yes, obviously big up to D-Rock and big up to the whole of the iBoxingHub family as well, man. I don't think we give them enough credit for the work that they do, and look, because we've got a busy schedule, we obviously have to let people know what's going on. So at the moment, we're on Wednesday, we've just done the boxing roundup. So tomorrow, Ryan the chat is going to be with another R, not Rico, but he's got another R, so that should be a good show tomorrow, of course. And then Friday, we've got Neutral's Hard Talk. So big up to Neutral, and also big up to Abbas, who's also doing the crossover as well. So he should have another episode the following week. And Saturdays we might have a little watch along. So if there's a specific watch along that you want us to do, drop us a DM in the socials, in the description, and we'll see if we could do it. And then Sundays we're obviously going to be back on the roundup, and we're gonna also have a special guest as well, man. So cuz just good energy, man, good vibes, man, from the people.
Always. Peace and love. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone